Hello and welcome back to another interview at the Future Blockchain Summit Day 1 in Dubai. I'm Adele, the host, and today I'm here with Lucas from Peach World.
Like
Peach.
Apple.
Like Apple, but it's called Peach instead. Wonderful, wonderful. Lucas, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're doing, why are you exhibiting here today?
So my story is that I used to run a 3D website agency, and our theory was that websites are super boring. Like, who reads websites anymore? They're flat, they're plain, and when people here in Web3 have such a wonderful vision and such an amazing imagination, but when it comes to their website, if it all feels the same, what's the point? So a 3D website allows your project to really shine, grab attention, and wow, and and people can immerse themselves into your story and really experience all the wonderful things that your project has to offer. And so in the last 3 years, LVMH, Adidas, Chanel, it's been their go-to. There's a 3D website. But it used to take like 6 months to code. I know, because I used to do the coding. The price tag was like 100,000, 200,000. So people wanted 3D websites, but obviously it's crazy to spend 100,000 on a website, right?
Right.
We all got bigger problems.
Crazy. 100,000 for a
Yeah,
website.
Yeah, 200 sometimes.
God.
So the no-code builder makes it 100 times cheaper, 100 times faster, and now we're basically going to introduce the 3D web to the world, and I'm exhibiting here to show people the future of the web, basically.
There's certainly a use case for a much cheaper, faster, more efficient version than spending, astronomical amounts of money on a website. But I'm curious, with the codeless approach, is the back end still all right? Because the front end looks fancy. What about the back end?
The back end creates front end. So what you're seeing, it was definitely it took us 2 years to build. We transitioned from the agency and put all into it. We were bootstrapping for a year, and yeah, it was a massive challenge. But we had to make it more efficient to make. And I think the real innovation is in the back end. And I think, it was definitely still an ongoing challenge.
Still an ongoing challenge because, you've got AI websites that can literally clone a website from a front-end perspective. But that doesn't mean you've cloned the back-end either. You've just cloned what it looks like using AI, an AI feature. I forgot the name of the tool.
Yeah,
you can literally take the whole website, Nike's website, any website, and just make the exact clone. But when you fill in a form or fill in something, there's no entry level that goes back to somewhere like a source.
Yeah.
And that's where it fails.
Yeah. But my investors always ask, can AI do 3D websites? And I was like, look, there's going to need to be 1 million 3D websites before they even begin to start cloning. And if I produce 1 million websites for my builder, I'm not going to be worried about anything investors say anymore. I think my life will be very different at that point. So.
Of course. Interesting. I know we don't have a screen in front of us, but how would you describe to the audience what the difference is between a normal 2D website and a 3D website that you offer?
So it's like a world. It's like a world within a website, and it's a beautiful one, very high quality. The graphics are insane, much better than the metaverse. So it doesn't have that gimmicky feel. It has that high, imagine a Louis Vuitton world where you're walking into a beautiful abstract world. And yeah, the quality is amazing. It's immersive, so you can go in. It's interactive, but it has a web design principle. So it's scrolling. It's very familiar. It's not like game design where you're roaming from one station to the next station to the next station, like walking around a shop. Because what's the point? So what we do is a very familiar web design in a world, basically.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to check out your booth right after this. But for those who are watching, what's the reason for them to onboard with you, and why should they onboard with you? What's your sort of pitch here?
Well, if you want someone to care about your website,
he's your man.
If you want someone to read your website and think, wow, you're a serious business, you're a serious project,
right?
You come to me.
Fantastic. How long roughly will it take to create a website, a functional website that's more than a landing page?
So it used to take 6 months, just to jog people's memory. It takes us a week, 2 weeks now. It's the same price. It's the same, well, a bit more expensive, but at the same time, in the same price.
100K?
As a normal website. So it can start, you can buy a template for $300.
Okay.
If your designer wants to go on the builder and use it, you know, they can do that. Or if they want to find one of our experts, it starts at $5,000, $10,000. Depending on the scope.
Understood.
So very affordable, very affordable.
Lucas, thank you so much for your insights. Thank you so much for your time. We will definitely check out your booth, and all the best.
So I'm just over there.
You're just over here, aren't you?
You're very lazy if you didn't.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you found this insightful. We'll leave all the links in the description so you can check out Lucas's profile as well as his website and his company page. But for now, thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Let's go.